Welcome, race fans, tonight here at NORA, where these guys are going to be tackling good old state of Alabama at Talladega, where we're going to get some super fast speeds going here as they're going to be hitting this 2.66 mile track. It's going to be some fun racing here as I'm accompanied by Soda Can Johnson, or known as Brian Johnson, and Zach Hall. How you guys doing here tonight?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I'm looking forward to this plate race tonight. We're going to be holding her wide open.
Is it me or you sound muffled, Brian?
Me?
Yeah, your voice sounds muffled.
I don't know. How do I sound to you, Zach?
Yeah, it's just your new mic. You sound different than you do.
Oh,
He's got a different headset, so
Yeah,
I couldn't.
that is true.
Either, Robert, but now I can.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, hey. Well,
Hello, everybody.
yeah, that's all right. You know how it all is. But I got a little bit of info here about good old Talladega that we're going to be. As I said, it's a 2.66 miles, 4 turns. Now, I did a little bit of research and, wrote some stuff down here, guys. Turn 1 and 2 is 33-degree banking. Turn 3 is 32.4 degrees. And turn 4 is 32.5. And the tri-oval is 16.5 in the banking. And the backstretch 3%. So, holy mackerel, Doc. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, so if you think about it, 42 degrees?
No, 32.
32.4.
Right.
Yeah, so it's pretty much a right angle would be 90 degrees. So halfway would be 45. So a little bit less, take a third off of that last amount. And that's that incline. And try walking up that.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. That's a little nuts.
It's pretty steep.
Yeah, I also wrote down here too. I don't know if anybody really knows. The track record here was held back in 1987, I believe it was, from Bill Elliott with a 44.998.
Yep,
Yeah,
that was the last time we did not have restrictor plates at Talladega.
Mm-hmm.
That
I think he went
212, I believe.
Yeah, 212. That's what I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now,
And,
I got some stats to bring up to you guys here. Talladega.
Oh, yeah, I like stats.
Yeah, I know you guys like stats. Okay, Talladega. Who do you think has the most wins? Got 10 wins. Who do you think it is?
Senior.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
Yep. All right. Most consecutive wins. 4. Who do you think got that?
Ooh.
Man. I'm gonna go with Bill Elliott.
Did it happen? Ooh. I was gonna ask, was it before or after the year 2000?
They just have stats as 3/24/19, so they really don't say. They really don't say.
Yeah, I guess Bill Elliott. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Oh wow! Okay, I should have known that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Most top 5s, 23. Who has that?
Wow. I would say Dale Earnhardt Sr., but I'm gonna go Cale Yarborough.
Ooh, I gotta go with I'm gonna go with Senior on that one.
Okay, well, it's right. Senior has the most. Okay, and then of course most top 10s with 27. Who do you think that is?
Senior.
Right.
Dale Senior.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Right, it's pretty simple. Now, this is something I there's a couple stats here, and I don't want to go running through all these because these guys are in, but we have a little bit of time here. This is an interesting stat. Most starts, 61 starts, and there's 2 people that have that. Who do you think has the most starts here at Talladega? 61.
Morgan Shepherd.
I'm gonna go with one of them is Richard Petty.
No, it's Dave Marcus and Terry Labonte.
Now I was gonna go with Terry.
I've never ever would have thought that was. Honestly, I didn't think Terry Labonte would even be in that category. Be honest.
I mean, now that you say the name, it makes sense to me. Because there was 10 years where all he did was Daytona 500s, or or plate tracks.
Plate tracks, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Taylor Labonte is the Iron Man, so that's definitely a good one to pick.
Well, we got people out there on Facebook answering. Yep, we got one right there. Bubba, he said Bill Elliott. As chat's coming in just a little bit late, but you know that's the internet. Okay, so what do we got down here? The 1 minute of practice as they're still doing their drivers meeting here at Nora. I'm gonna throw this last one out here, and there's actually other ones we can talk about later. Most laps completed. Who do you think that is with 10,181 laps?
Taylor Labonte. Or Dave Marcus. Either one of those two.
Got to be the 43, Richard
Michael Waltrip.
Wow.
Wow. Okay, there's stats I've been researching when I got home from work today, and I was like, what? No, really? It's like, okay, well, that's what they have as of 3/24/19. So anyways, as these guys are finishing up here in practice, we'll just give a little track facts there. Something we're going to try to work on. I'm going to try to work on, you know, for the viewers. But anyways, well, what do you guys think about what we're going to see here tonight at Nora with these B cars? As Brian was telling me earlier before we went live, that these are the fastest cars now than the Cup cars because of the way they change packages. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they.
Brian, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, you know, these B cars, they have more horsepower now than the A cars will when they go to Talladega in a handful of weeks here, and then there's less of a spoiler, so less drag on the back. So I believe these cars are going to be the quickest ones we have now.
That's a good question. We'll have to see how that plays out, but I still think the Cup would be the fastest at Talladega. Now, of course, at the intermediate tracks, definitely the B cars become the fastest, but that'll be interesting. Like you said, the bigger spoiler, they actually are going to have more horsepower now, Brian, if you didn't know that, by the way, than they did before.
I couldn't. I always forget how they phrase it.
Yeah,
because there's two ways to phrase things when you talk about the tapered spacer.
Yeah, and that's even a reason. See, they've actually NASCAR's made a change also to this rules package for the Cup car at least, where they've put a taller spoiler on the car for the sugar plate tracks because they said the straightaway speeds were a little too high with the higher horsepower. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that
went up.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out with the Cup car here. I know on iRacing, it's become a lot more like the B car, a lot more racy. And this car right here, as we're racing tonight, is the Xfinity car. And man, I can tell you one thing, guys, you're going to see lots of runs. It's going to be all over the place. We're going to have lots of lead changes. Probably
These cars suck.
Big wrecks. Yeah, they definitely suck. And by what suck is they suck up to the car in front. They really get that pull and that draft. And when they get a momentum going, it'll blow your mind what you can do. You'll see guys go up against the wall and just blow by people 3 wide. And it's really just how you build that momentum up and keep in control of them temperatures as you're pushing each other. But these guys are going to have a pretty crazy battle here, I imagine, tonight here at Talladega as they fight this 2.5 mile super speedway.
Are they going to be dealing with overheating problems here, or no? You think they're pretty well set that they don't have to worry about that?
That's a good question, Robert. If I could look at the tape. I don't believe I can. Maybe I can.
Yeah, I think it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, you definitely don't want to be tucked up right behind a guy consistently for 2 or 3 laps in a row. But, I don't think you'll have to keep an eye on it too bad. The air temp's only 83, so it's not too incredibly hot. But I think if you do get a little aggressive on the pushing, you got to keep an eye on it. But I think just normal plate racing, you'll be fine.
Yeah. If you're stuck to someone's bumper for more than, I'd say a lap and a half to 2 laps, you could definitely see them temperatures climb. As looking at tape right now on this Vic setup they're running here, about 25% tape. So that's a really low tape number for Talladega and Daytona. These plate tracks, I know with open setups, guys run a lot higher tape than that, and those you can really push it over the limit with having too much tape. But I think you'll still see people struggling with like a overheating issue. It can happen. Like Brian said, if you're just off the guy a little bit, if you're not on his bumper, we probably won't see too many issues. But when it comes down to the end and when you're pushing as hard as you can, you'll definitely have to keep your temperatures in check so you can push as long as you possibly can.
All right, 10-4. So I'm looking for. Do we have a mic out there?
Yeah, I got a mic beside my face.
Are you talking about Michael Robinson?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. He's in 13.
Yeah, he's currently 5th right now, and
okay, there he
ran
is.
a lap of 53.596. About 12 hundredths off the pole sitter right now, Cody Smith.
Okay, all right, righty, we found him. All right, is he on Discord? That's my next question. Whom he is?
Let's see here.
Yes, he is.
He is?
Yep.
Okay, well, guess what?
You want to talk to him?
That's the guy we're going to talk to after qualifying.
All right, so we're going to wait till after qualifying. Okay.
Yep, as we have him out there live on Facebook, and he's watching the stream. So, hey, Mike, get ready. You're going to get an interview. You got to do an in-car, man. Got to do the in-car. All right. Yeah, so, yeah, it's what you guys are saying. It's going to be a very interesting race here. Track temperature, wow, dropped 6 degrees. It was 106. Now it's 100 degrees. Well, now it's 99. But the winds are at southwest at 13 miles per hour. Well, I did see the flags moving around pretty hard out there, guys. So yeah. I'm not sure what southeast is on the track, so I do apologize for that. But I'm sure that...
It looks like it's blowing the car down the straightaway that leads into the tri-oval. It looks like it's perfectly perpendicular to that.
Oh...
So going down the back straight, it'll kind of be blowing against the car, be blowing it backwards a little bit.
That's most tracks when we do this qualifying deal here is the NORA runs a 2-lap qualifying, 10 minutes. Most of the time we're looking at that track temp for time, saying, man, if that track temp can drop a little bit, we can find a little more speed.
Well, it dropped to 96.
Yeah, and the big
95. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah, because I've noticed it was 106 here when we started qualifying. That's not going to have too big of an effect. The track temp here, due to you're already wide open. Air temp would have a bigger effect because air temperature would make more horsepower.
Right.
But the wind is going to be the key. If you can get a good, yeah, exactly. If you can get that wind to stop when it's a headwind and then blow as hard as possible when it's a tailwind and time it perfectly, you're looking at a very good lap time. But yeah, it's interesting. Wind can play a huge factor at these plate tracks.
I believe it, especially coming out of turn 4 or going down into that tri-oval and blowing that car all around. That can be a little handful for these guys, but we're down to 3 minutes to go here, so we will be right back. We're going to run a commercial to pay the bills from Beat a Match. So stay tuned here at Talladega with the NORA and get ready for some fast action pace racing here at Freaky Fast and NORA. But we'll be right back after this quick word.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister. Don't let fear be the only reason that you don't save a life.
My name's Quintin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope that I'm able to beat my disease and just be an old person. I want to go to college. I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, we're back here at good old Alabama with the Nora guys. Man, I'm telling you, I'm excited, guys. I'm just, I'm not a big super speedway guy, but anybody can win this race. You got to be at the right place at the right time. You do got to play the drafting strategy here, you know, in these cars. This is the first time they're back in the cars here at Nora after 4 weeks of being in the trucks, so that might play a little different factor, you know, how the guys are cockpit view, you know, getting used to the car. But again, here we are, 88 degrees track temperature. It's dropping fast for some reason, but we'll definitely get that track temperature up once they get these cars rolling here. And as we watch the 06 on the stream says, I'm going to do some burnouts and check me out, I'm cool.
Oh, he's number 2 on the board right now, Cody Smith. So he's doing a good job there, that's for sure. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting race, like Robert, like you said there. It's going to be one of the things where we'll see who can pull this off. Because like you said, this is the equalizer of racing. It's really who puts himself in the best position. It's more of a mental game than I guess you could say a car game. I don't know how to put it, but other than mental. It takes a lot of mental battling here to put yourself in the positions to be there for that win, as we got 31 cars here tonight. So strong field, and see who can come out of these 31 guys and be the victor.
Well, go ahead, Brian.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, this race, plate racing is a huge mental game, and you have to have some mental strength with it. But you also you only have to make it as hard on yourself as you want to. If you want to, you can just kind of hang out at the back for a while and just kind of relax. It's like interstate driving. And then when the time really comes, then you go for it, and you start using all of that mental stuff, that mental energy that you saved earlier. You can put it towards the end of the race. And so sometimes it's about saving tires and fuel, but in this case it's going to be about saving your brain.
Yeah, it takes a mental toll, but all right. Well, I got the starting grid up here, the qualifying lineup, as we see Scott Marlin there in the 30. He's going to put it on the pole. I got Cody Smith right behind him there, but I'll hand it over to good old Soda Can Johnson, and he'll run through the lineup real quick as these guys get ready to go fast. That's about all I can say. Metal to the pedal, fast.
Yeah, so tonight your pole sitter is going to be Scott Marlin. He ran a 53.47 for his 30 car. And then Cody Smith is going to be on the outside pole tonight in his 06. Coy Pennington is going to start 3rd. Josh Mayhew 4th. Adam Tevis is going to round out the top 5. Ethan Lane in 6th, and Josh Conover in 7th. Billy Stanley is back, and he's in 8th. Donald Netcher behind him in 9th. Brian Powell is 10th. Cody Olson is 11th. Jake Boyer 12th. Jason Conover 13th. Roy Crump 14th. Frank Freese 15th. Michael Robinson 16th. Cody Hall 17th. Michael Hunick 18th. Carson Aub 19th, and Tyler Ashley is going to round out this top 20 to start out the race here.
All right, there's our top 20 as we're going to get ready. As these cars are getting gridded, these guys are buckling down, putting their helmets on, getting ready to go freaky fast at Talladega. So we're going to bring up Mike here and see if I can find his car number. Mike is
13.
Yeah, give me a second here. Let me find his number. There he is. Okay, I found him.
All right.
Okay.
You ready for Mike?
Yes, let's bring Mike up here and get a quick interview with him. Hey, Mike. It's Robert up here in the booth at Freaky Fast. How you doing here tonight, bud?
Oh, pretty good, man.
All right, all right. Well, nice looking car there. I like the red, blue, the white. That is a nice looking sim car you got going there. But with that being said, how's the race going to be here for you tonight as you're starting here? What position you starting in? I apologize.
Looking at 16th.
16th. Do you think you got anything for these guys up there? What's your strategy here? As you know, anybody can win a plate race. Just it is what it is. But what's your strategy for tonight, man?
Right now, it's just linking up with my teammate Carson here at Twister Motorsports. Trying to get our maiden wins. First race of the season, Daytona, had a really close race. Finished 5th. So I'm here for it, and I'm ready. I'm ready to get up there and get my maiden win, man.
All right. Well, they always say the big one here at Talladega, and hopefully you're not involved in that big one. But when's your plan on hanging back? Are you going to hang back, or are you going to try to run up to the front and stay up to the front?
I'm going to try and cruise first little bit, but first or last, man. Ricky Bobby. It's you gotta. I'm in it to win it, man. Like I'm not too far out of the top 25, so a win here and a good top 10 would be hell. Even a top 5 would be pretty damn good.
Amen, amen on that. All right, well, we're gonna let you go. Good luck, and hopefully we talk to you in victory lane, bud.
Yeah, me too. And just want to go ahead and say this. Come on out. My team's hosting a memorial race for the Oklahoma City bombing on April 19th, so that's next Friday. Come on.
All right, good job. All right, well, good luck, and as you're going to green here.
Yes, sir.
Oh yes, they've
all right, well,
they've gone
real quick here as they're gonna go. Green flag apparently flew. There it is, but for Darrell Waltrip, boogity baby.
Yeah, Scott Marlin was on it.
As soon as the pace car ducked off to go down pit road, he took off, and it has severely spread this field out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was kind of confused exactly what was going on there.
Now he's
Josh Conover pulling on. Look, got a few guys. Conover.
He's pulling off to the apron.
Powell.
He's not even going to lead a lap.
Olson, Marlin, all these guys dropping to the back. Cody Smith.
What the?
I think actually, are they still racing, or did the administrators tell them to slow down? Because I actually think that kind of start shuffles out the field. To be honest with you, I think it's actually better racing. You're not so jumbled up, and you can work your way up through the field.
Yeah, and that's going to put, I believe,
Ethan Lane in the lead.
Yeah, put that 6 car right to the front with his teammate O'Donnell there in 3rd, but he's going to drop down, looks like, into the 4th there. But, we got about a 5-car breakaway with Billy Stanley here in the 8th in the very back of this 5-car breakaway with Scott Marlin leading. That's as the other guys start to, looks like Josh Conover. This looks like the Flatline Motorsports guys are deciding, you know what, we're going to go to the back and ride. They think something's going to happen here, but as this field's so spaced out, I don't know. This could go pretty far green here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a completely green race, honestly, because you have all these little packs of cars. The race started like we had green flag pit stops, and so really, unless you get really lucky, the chances of a car spinning out and spinning back onto the track and another car come by to bring out the caution, I don't think it's very likely.
Yeah, what's going to be interesting is Scott Marlin here in 6th place is leading this pack. They were single file, but they're kind of jumbling up now a little bit.
So we got a battle for the lead here.
Yeah, Donald Escher's going to take it here with the push from Billy Stanley in that 8th maybe here, try to get that lead from his teammate Ethan Lane on the bottom.
Well, I think that second pack, guys, if they would get single file, I think they could catch this front pack. Because the draft is so huge here at Talladega and Daytona or any super speedway, I think they could do it. As you can see, they're all lined up back there now. Yeah,
that's really what they got to do, Robert. Is they can't fight each other. They need to get back to this 5-car breakaway here, because if they start battling back there, and these guys up front, which they're racing, of course, but not really slowing each other down by being a 5-car back and racing each other. I mean, they could get all in line and push as hard as possible. But this is going to be interesting. You got Donald Escher here that took the lead in that one car. He's got his teammate now of Ethan Lane there. So it's like Billy Stanley and the 02 of Josh Mayu is going to pull down here and get in line. But back here, there is some jumbling up. And you know what's crazy to me, Robert, is the 9 of Josh Conover and these flatline guys, they drop back. But look what they're in. They put themselves in more harm way, in my opinion, than by just staying up front and riding it out, because they're in the bee's nest, as I like to call it.
Never mind. And that's what the
bee's nest stung you.
That's not what the front runners wanted to see, as we got Billy Stanley's fan group just rolling in here tonight at Freaky Fast. Or that's awesome to see, but who was that yellow on there? Or
that was the 00 of Adam Tevez and Chad Engel in the 10. So I believe that's 2 flatline guys. No, Chad is not. Sorry about that. Chad's East Coast Outlaw Racing, but Adam Tevez and flatline, they were dropping back to getting back there.
Oh man!
It started 5th and.
Doesn't look like he had anybody else involved into that one, guys, except for who he got involved with.
Except them 2. Yeah, except them 2. It was really,
And as you can see, too, Adam is running the Monster Energy. Josh has switched paint schemes, so he left us know that ahead of time so we don't get confused.
Oh, well, that's a snazzy looking
still
line there. I like the orange.
He's still corn-fused?
Corn-fused.
You're corn-fused? All right, I'm always corn-fused. Hound Dog Racing's in the house. Ah! All right, we're gonna have some fun tonight. I feel hyped. Woo! All right, I'll hand it back over to the commentators. I am not gonna do it tonight, and you know what I'm talking about, Billy. Not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. I remember.
Can't jinx some Robert. Right?
I think you've already done it.
Yeah.
Guys.
I think so. I think
Guys,
it's already done.
You're on my team. All right. Well, back to the race.
Yeah, Billy Stanley there started 8th. He's up to 4th. He was in that breakaway pack. I think the guys that were those 5 cars up front were like, "Why? We did not want that caution." Looks like they're going to stay out here and keep their track position.
Yeah. No reason to pit. You don't need to pit until you need fuel.
Yeah,
we got
that's
some
very
takers,
true, Brian. With this 50% fuel load, I think guys should be going about 20, maybe 22 laps at the most, maybe 20.
I was told.
Yeah, well, we got told
17 to 22.
Yeah.
Oh, 17 to 22. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say 17. I was,
so probably if you're the leader, or just the leader of a pack, you're going to get 17. If you're in the back and you're saving, you'll get 22.
Okay. 10-4.
So you play three-quarter throttle, you know, because you really don't gotta have a metal to the pedal. You can actually run 3/4 throttle, save fuel, and keep up in the draft.
We're gonna get that quote put on a shirt. Metal to the pedal.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you if you knew you were saying that backwards.
Yeah, I know I'm saying it backwards. I always say it backwards. I know that. It's not metal to the pedal, it's pedal to the metal, or yeah, whatever.
We love Robert here in the booth, guys, as you can see.
That's why I shut up and let these guys do it. I'll run the cameras.
Well, these guys have just pitted. This doesn't really put them in a different window. Doing the math in the head right now. It doesn't really put them in a window for anything strategy-wise yet. Of course, they could save fuel under this caution and put them close to it. Donald Escher, he's going there and trying to get a hot dog from back straightaway.
Okay? Yeah, I think a fan just threw a sandwich at him.
Yeah, he had to go there and get him a sandwich. And
or some ice cream, maybe.
It's going to melt. It's pretty hot today.
It's hot in Alabama this time.
Yeah. 83 degrees. It's pretty warm. But it looks like Ethan Lander. He said, "Give me a bite." He's down there on the bottom. Yeah, this
teammate's like, "Nah, son, you don't need a sugar rush right now. You're behind me."
This is gonna be a wild one, folks, because we got this all bunched back up. It's gonna be interesting when Donald goes. I wonder if he'll go around the pace car leaves. But
I don't know. I think that was kind of all part of the total strategy. I think the strategy was to spread the field out and then
be able
fall
to drop
back.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
I think then they could pick how far they fall back to,
Definitely.
and it's not as dangerous.
That's very true, Brian. Looks like some guys are coming in here to top off. I think that's pretty smart if you're in the back. You never know.
Oh, yeah.
Save as much as you can here at these plate races, and sometimes you can take less fuel, no tires, and just a splash of fuel and gain time. That's always a possibility. And also, having that more fuel in the car is going to drop the rear ride heights of the race car and take that spoiler out there a little more. So
it'll be a tad bit quicker.
Yep.
Really, I think you only really notice it in the draft. If you're not in the draft, you won't notice that difference.
That's for sure. So we're getting lined back up here. About to go back green flag racing here at the NORA, sponsored by Flatline Graphics here.
No, not sponsored by them. I get a chance to talk to you. They're no longer the sponsor of this league.
Well, don't quote me, people. That's why I don't do sponsorship stuff.
I will take that. That's my blame. He kind of hopped in late, and I didn't have time to let you know.
Yeah, sorry about it. I was running a little late and got in here before I could get to talk to Robert. But yeah, well, yeah, my bad.
No, it's all right.
So maybe they're unsponsored and they're looking for one, perhaps.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So if you're looking to sponsor a league,
well, it's the perfect one to do it then.
Most definitely. But tonight we are going to sponsor these guys as we're going to get freaky fast. So, all right. Well, we got that 15. He's getting his tires all warmed up, guys. As we're going to get ready to go back green here, and we'll see some of this action pack. And I will hand it over to you guys to do the calling as I work the fans and do everything else in the background here. As we're waiting forever. It's for them to go green.
It's a long track. It's a 2.5 minute pace lap. So.
Ugh, ouch. It's a long time, but pace car looks like he's slowly ducking in. And he is going in, and the one car is gonna wait to go, and we are finally gonna go eventually here. Green flag, eventually, any day.
And there it is.
And it is.
Well,
There it is. Green. I'm waiting for the spotter to tell me green. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. They got freaky green. All right, it's all you guys.
Yeah, that was a great restart from Don Richard to let his teammate Ethan Lane get in there behind him, and it pretty spaced out actually. I'm thoroughly.
Yeah, I have to wonder if maybe it was a drivers' meeting thing. And you're saying don't wait until the green flag drops to spread out. Maybe they want the field spread out, perhaps. I don't know, but that's what's happening.
I don't know. Maybe they had a little thing about being cautious on these restarts. Not trying to get too much on the restarts here, but because that was really, I think, just a well-timed restart from teammates there, as his teammates were starting on the front row, and that let Ethan Lane be able to switch lanes there after the start-finish line and get down in behind that one, and be able to work with him. Because I can tell you one thing: this is one track you want teammates and helpers. So you got the two Icon Motorsports guys out there out front, as I don't believe their teammate is out here tonight.
And there's no worse feeling than being at a plate track, being in a pack with no teammate around you. There's no teammate for you to go to. There's no teammate for you to fall back onto for whatever reason. It's a lonely feeling.
Yeah, it's really like I like to call it as a guessing game. You gotta test the waters early and see who wants to work with you and build relationships if you don't have the teammate work. But when you got a teammate there, it's like a security blanket almost. And that's what I think the 1 and the 6 are looking to do. Is they got Coy Pennington there in the 15 in third place. But these guys back here behind Billy Stanley here, Tyler Ashley in that 89, he keeps looking out and ducking out like he wants to go up to that front. But these guys are content with riding right now, as we got lots of fields spaced out right now in little packs. So very interesting.
Yeah, you got these, obviously the top two right on top of each other, and the 15 not too far behind here. And everybody else is about a car length away from each other. But it seems like the more they go, the closer they get to the front two cars. It looks like they're all sucking up really well.
Yeah, you know, these cars are a little bit hard to follow single file just because of the run you get. I know with the old package we had in the Cup car, it was pretty easy to follow single file just because that's what the car really liked to do, was just ride behind another car. If you really pulled out, you had nothing. Look at this.
Yeah.
Who is that? Oh, no.
Yellow flag is out.
Side draft don't work.
Yeah.
I was just about to commend him for being able to get that massive run, but
Yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah, you cannot side draft here. It does not work. You're asking for trouble, as we'll go into on his roll bar, and we can watch him going up through on the outside, guys, coming down that back stretch, and that's netcode.
Yeah, there was netcode involved.
I think it was netcode.
It was netcode, but that's still a little too close for my comfort, in my opinion.
Yeah, he was definitely using the side draft because he was the only car on the high side, and he was just rolling up through the field.
Yeah, he was doing really good, but yeah, the just side draft in iRacing, whether it actually does work or not aerodynamically, I don't think it does, but it might. But just the threat of netcode is too much for me to try it, at least.
Yeah, you know, in my personal opinion with it, Brian, is I think you get a draft, so you actually do get the draft off the front car, but it doesn't do what they do in real life, where it lays the air on the spoiler of the car, sucking the car back.
So you think it gives you a speed boost as opposed to slowing the other guy down?
Yeah, it's not like you get both. You know what I'm saying? I think you do get a little bit of draft, as you know, if you can get side by side real quick with them. Of course, some of the air is going to travel off, around farther out than the side of the car, and I think it's minuscule. It's in my opinion not really worth it. It's more when you're doing that, is you're just trying to hold the person down there. In my opinion, I think we should see some take gears here at pits. I think
so. I think you need to get some fuel now.
Yeah, that's my thinking here, Brian, because this definitely could put you in a window to make one less pit stop than anybody if they stay out.
Unless you're in the back and you want to be near the front and you topped off last time, you could stay out, but
yeah, we got a few guys. Frank Reese, it looks like 71. Now these guys might go on an extra lap, just to get the go to the tail end here and pit next time by. Looks like Josh Conover, Jake Boyer. Looks like a bunch of the flatline guys. Jason Conover. Yeah, pretty much all flatline, I believe, just stayed out right there. Or most of the flatline guys did, so. Yeah,
this caution will be good news for, let's see, it looks like Scott Marlin. If they haven't already let the lucky dog by, maybe our lucky dog.
I'm not sure about that, but,
might be Tyler Ashley, perhaps.
Now another reason why we could the back to the caution there, with the 89 going around the top there and having such a big run, I think that was mostly due to these cars. Like I said, it's hard to stay in line. You have to lift a lot when you're behind someone just because of the runs you get, and that could have been the bottom line, just checking up constantly, and he just kept his momentum, got a run, a good suck up, and pulled out. And carry that momentum around that high side, and you can actually make some pretty big moves if the bottom line is getting checked up by yourself. It's just one of the things that you see in this type of racing, and I'm interested to see though here if these guys that stayed out will pit. That's a good thing, because I think they will. They wanted to be in the back, it seemed like.
Yeah, I think they'll pit too.
And it'll be interesting to stay out because this isn't the longest race. Only 57 laps. We're coming by to complete lap 14 here. Yeah, you can make up ground in these plate races, but you don't want to be too far back, in my opinion, to where you have to rush through it. So,
well,
looks like
yeah, you
they
definitely
will be
would-
coming down.
well, there's
You wanna set
44
yourself up.
laps. Go, guys. So when they go back green, it'll be 42. You split it in half, 22, 22. You're only looking at one more pit stop if you stay green.
Yeah,
So,
that's my thing too.
so
It looks like 66 of Brian Powell. He decided to stay out, do the opposite of his team members there.
yeah, it's confusing. We got the 55 to 63. The 9 are all coming in and topping off and taking tires. It looks like some of them. So they might as well. And like I said, when you go back green, it's going to be 42 laps to go, 41 laps to go. One more pit stop, we stay green. This all could fall right into the wheelhouse, as long as they don't fall too far behind. You know, like you were saying, Zach, you fall too far behind, then you got too much ground to make up.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, Robert. It'll be interesting to see how close those fuel numbers were that we got, and see if anybody can take it. 22 laps, and these guys that did bit before will have to go, I believe, about 23, 24, right? On one of them, but they can save here under this caution course, so that helps, of course. But,
I just, from previous experience, saving gas here at Talladega, even shutting it off, really doesn't save that much. You might be able to get a half a lap because, I mean, you're looking at a 2.66 mile track. That's a lot of fuel that you have to save. So I just, it's gonna be close. That's what I think. I think it's gonna be extremely close, and it all comes down to how do they play the draft? Do they, use more gas and suck up, and then they fall back, and they suck up and fall back? I mean, that plays a big factor too.
definitely.
Yeah, well, at a plate track, when you want to save fuel, you have to save fuel all the time. So from the start of the green flag that starts the race, and under caution, you're shutting her off. And when you're racing and you're behind somebody, you're never fully to the floor. So it's it's a constant thing you have to do at plate tracks, just because
Oh, look,
there's no off throttle time. I guess he was looking at the lap bonus there.
Off there at the very end.
Yeah, I mean,
that lead lap,
we're riding with the cockpit. I went in there, guys, to see if he was shutting it off or anything, and he wasn't, and now he's coming down. So, yeah, I mean, we're going to go back green here with 42 laps to go. Again, I've said it twice now. One more pit stop. Wow, pay attention, guys, because this stays green. This could come down to fuel mileage, not tires, fuel mileage. And we could see some cars running out of gas going down the backstretch, and 10th place could go blowing right by them and take the win. But if we get a yellow, well, then throw that all out the window, because then you got the whole field's going to come in and just top off and be done with it.
And what's interesting here is that we've seen Donald Etcher. He's kind of been the fuel mileage man of the year. And, he's going to be, I assume, up in front of Ethan Lane here. And so he can't really save any fuel up there. So it's going to be interesting to see if, what he does.
Look at this start that they're trying to get. The whole field just gets shuffled. Okay. I'm just watching how these guys are lining up, and you can see that it's a different kind of strategy that I've ever seen in racing. Like, they're getting really well spread out. We'll have to see what they do when they come here through turn 3 and 4 here and go down into the tri-oval. As Nick's out there on YouTube, Zach, saying, side drafting Days Alive.
Lives matter.
Yeah, lives matter. And we got people rolling in here tonight, guys. We got a fan base like, holy mackerel. Just keep coming on in. That number keeps climbing up. That's what we love to see here at Freaky Fast. Getting the fan base.
Stack up here.
Yep, they're starting to stack up. So now let's pay attention to that 6 as the pace car goes real slow and says, hey, I'm going to go in here real slow. And then we're going to wait for 10 years until they get to the start-finish line. But we're going to go back green here with 42 laps to go here at Nora. So if you're looking for a league, make sure you check them out. Find them on iRacing's league page and also Facebook. But we're back green, ladies and gentlemen. Green.
Yeah, definitely good. Another good starter. See that lets Ethan Lane, his teammate, get to the bottom. That's 6 between domination and 1. Yeah, my question here is, each one of these restarts that happen, I think the aggression level is going to keep raising till we see. I don't like to call it the big one, but the aggression go through the roof and end up with somebody on the roof. So just one of the things that we're going to see is, looks like you got more cars dropping to the back. I can't see all the way back down. It's like a snake right now going down the back.
But it can't all drop to the back. If you all drop to the back, then everybody's at the back.
Yeah.
Now you got to keep dropping to the back.
That's for sure, Brian. And pretty spaced out again here. These guys are being very cautious tonight, and hey, they're doing a great job of keeping their cars clean. That's to be there at the end. You have to first survive, and we're seeing I think that strategy played here tonight.
And we've got Ethan Lane looking a little bit, probably just looking for air, because he's going to push his teammate Donald Etcher right down the back straightaway, as everybody else is pretty much single file. Everybody's trying not to just kind of running their own race right now, trying to get to, I'd assume, probably about lap 40. Once we hit lap 40, that's when it's time to go.
That is, Brian, and I think
you have
37 is going to be look at Brian Powell. Look, I think Brian Powell, he got a penalty when he hit that time at that one lap by. He got a black flag. He had to pit, so that's going to throw him a lap down. So strategy out the window there for Brian Powell. Unfortunately, the 66. As his teammates here go right on by.
Yeah, this it's one thing about plate tracks. Daytona and Talladega, penalty is much more severe than at any other track. It's kind of weird. Penalties in NASCAR are their worst and most severe at the shortest tracks and the longest tracks.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's because you need that help from this draft here, and looks like this front pack is building into a pretty decent sized pack here. Ethan Lane keeps looking to the outside there in that 6th car. He's, like you said, Brian, I think he's just getting some air and being able to see. When you're riding behind somebody like that, you can't really see in front of you. And I know it's always a comfortable feeling when you can see. It looks like that the man we talked to at the beginning of the race, yeah, Michael Robinson at 13 there, making the outside work, and then he dropped down to the bottom. Sorry, as soon as I talked about it, he decided to switch to the bottom.
You made him nervous.
It looks like looks like Adam Chapman and Josh Mayu in the 02 there on the outside there, back in 11th and 12th. I believe they pushed up farther than that. Yeah, they're in 9th and 8th now.
There's one car there. There's a couple cars coming in and coming out.
That's never fun at plate races.
Oh, that's a little hair. We got a couple more takers for the outside lane there. It looks like Billy Stanley, Cody Hall there.
Yeah, 61 there. Cody Hall and Billy Stanley jump up into that high line. See if they can make some ground on these leaders. Cody Hall, I believe, is blinking a little bit there.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how that affects the draft, really, but I'd assume that when a car blinks out, you don't get their draft.
That is a good question, Brian. I've always thought that, actually. So
I've always wondered that, and nobody's.
Yeah,
I've never heard an answer. But they are gaining ground up on that outside line, and that's just due to it. You can hold it more wide open up there. There's more speed to be had.
Test, I think.
It is a longer distance, but the runs you get on the straights are so beneficial in trying to gain some positions.
They are. It looks like
Ethan Lane
is going to decide that he wants to take this lead maybe here from his teammates. It looks like Josh May might get pushed out of his top in the top line. Cody Hall's going to go to the outside of Ethan Lane.
Yeah,
where does
he
Billy
didn't want to push him.
Billy Stanley decides to go up to 6 there. Ethan Lane. Cody Hall makes the collision. Ethan Lane drops back to the bottom. We got a 3-wide battle there. Cody Hall and Josh May up top against the wall all by themselves there. Ethan Lane with the run there. 06 and Cody Smith pushing down.
They're turning it up a notch. It's just slowly. Slowly. We were at a simmer. Now we're at a very slow boil.
That is for sure. And looking back at Josh Connor and all these guys that did come in that one extra lap back here in 26th and 25th, Jake Boyer, Jason Connor in 24, Matthew George in 50. These guys have dropped way back and they're running about a second slower a lap. Trying to save fuel, I believe. That's definitely a strategy they can play, but I question how slow they're going, and being in that small of a pack, you're not saving as much fuel due to the air not being as busted open as look at this up front here, 6 Ethan Lane with the help of Billy Stanley in that 8 machine.
Yeah, looking to try to get around Donald Letcher here in the 1. Ethan Lane saying, "Hey teammate, you've led enough of these. It's my turn now. I know I've led before in the season, but I want some laps to Talladega." And he's getting a big help by Billy Stanley. Yeah, jump through the bottom now. Billy Stanley. See what he does here. See if he can get around Ethan Lane and lead some laps.
Put Hound Dog Racing in the lead maybe here.
So we got a lap car.
It's pretty funny that
bottom. What's going to happen?
No.
Oh,
no, Billy Stanley.
Jeez. Ooh.
Oh.
Yep, that's worst case scenario when you're trying to get around a lap car.
Yeah, it's unfortunately for Billy. He has such a big fan base out here, and see him getting that car going. Don't know if he's going to decide to try to get it fixed or not, but I do apologize to everybody. But hopefully everybody stays and tunes in here and watches the rest of the race here at Freaky Fast, because, man, guys, we got a crowd. We got a crowd tonight. So awesome.
I did say you had jinxed him earlier.
I didn't say. I did not. Not my fault. I'm not taking blame.
From what I'm looking at, his car is not too bad. He did get it back rolling.
No, he didn't have any hard hits.
Yeah, no engine damage. So they will be able to get that repaired. The one of Donald Escher also took a hard hit in the nose. That just looked like, I think Billy was checking up a little bit there on the high line, and 82, I just don't think lifted there, and Derek Pemberton, and just turned the A to Billy Stanley there. And that
is there a reason why Billy would lift there for a little bit? Do you think he was overheating, maybe?
Oh no, definitely wasn't overheating. He was leading that line. I think because of the lap car down there on the bottom, he might have just lifted for a split second, not knowing what the lap car was going to do. But I gotta say, the lap car, Adam really didn't do anything. I mean, he held his line. That's what you want to do as a lap car. Some people probably maybe not happy that he held the bottom, but he has every right to hold, in my opinion, whatever line he does. At least as he holds it. I'm just interested. The leaders didn't really move up off the bottom there quick enough, but as Ethan Lane took a base of maneuvers to the apron around them. So
we got Billy's wife out here talking, Liz, and she says she's never gonna watch another race again.
Yeah, racing is
Yeah, well, you have your good ones and you have your bad ones, and unfortunately, Billy can get fixed and still finish this race. I mean, it's, you know, and again, you never know. You got to be at the right place at the right time. You could have the big one at the end of the race, and, well, you know, like I said, 15th to 1st. That's all you need.
It's always possible.
Yeah, never know.
Yeah, going back to that lap car, really, if you're a lap car, your only job is to pick a lane and hold it. Yep. It doesn't matter where it is. Just pick a lane and hold it. And that's what that lap car did right there. And just when the speed difference is so great like it is at a plate track, sometimes it can be a little tricky, and it takes a lot of coordination from everybody involved. And just a little mistake can lead to catastrophic results. It's just one of them things.
Yes, I must agree. I agree with that 100%. If you get a chance there, Zach, can you go to YouTube? Somebody was asking for a shout out, but my chat's going so fast I can't keep up with it all. Which is awesome. Keep chatting away, ladies and gentlemen. We do much appreciate it here at Freaky Fast, and Nora also appreciate it.
The 1T.
I think that's the 30 car. Marlon? That's Scott. Yeah, he said something about he wants to get a shout out or something. I see it come across.
Shout out to his website.
Okay.
I unfortunately don't know what website is, Scott, but if you can let us know, we'll give you a shout out.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about the website. And answer your questionnaire on YouTube side, Nick. We didn't really have to do a replay because it was live. So we don't do replays when it's live. What's that?
I hope the pace car lights go out.
Do you see that, Zach? Teammode.com.
Well, shout out to Scott's website here. Team NMO.
I think YouTube's not allowing them to put the URL in, or just changing it.
Yeah, that would be it.
So, yeah, everybody go out there and check out Scott's website. It's Team, so TEAMNMO.com. It's a Nightmare Online racing team site. So it says, it's Team Nightmare Online.
That's cool.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah,
go check them out. I'll definitely check it out here after the race on my phone. Because unfortunately, after the race, I got to work tomorrow. How about you guys?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't feel so bad then. Well, we're down to 30 laps to go here at Nora, guys. With that, we're going to have to pay the bills real quick, ladies and gentlemen. But keep piling in. Hit that share button, like button, follow button on all the social medias here for Freaky Fast Broadcasting and Nora. We do much appreciate it, but we will be right back after this quick word by Be The Match.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister. Don't let fear be the only reason that you don't save a life.
My name's Quintin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope that I'm able to beat my disease and just be a normal person. I want to go to college, I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, we're back after that quick word. Thank you for everybody sticking around, tuning in, talking, enjoying the night, talking to your friends and family here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, whatever platform you're on. We do much appreciate it. But all right, guys. Well, we are gonna get ready to go green here, as we got 29 laps to go, but we got 2 miles to go around this track until they go back green. So we were talking earlier a little bit about Talladega, and I want to ask these guys a real quick question again, see if they have an answer. Who do you think led the most laps here at this track? It would be 1,377 laps.
Well, it's either got to be the 3 or the 9. I got to go with the 3.
Yeah, I'd go Dale Earnhardt Sr. here. He's sure plate king, that's for sure.
That's right. That would be Dale Earnhardt Sr. Now, average start. Who do you think that is? 5.3 at Talladega on an average start career.
Dale Jr.
I'm gonna go with 5. You know, I don't even know. Jeff Gordon, I don't know.
Davey Allison.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
jeez.
All right.
Way off.
Your very last one here that I have stats from 3/24/19 updated. Average finish 12.4. Who do you think that belongs to?
I believe that'd be to would it be senior? Dale Earnhardt Sr.?
Brian?
Yeah, I gotta say senior, yeah.
All right, senior it is. His average finish is 12.4. So, all right, guys. Well, that is. I think we got one more here to go, but I can quick run this in there. Who do you think has the most poles? 8.
Bill Elliott.
Bill Elliott.
Good call, guys. All right, well, that's your trivia questions here tonight at Talladega at Nora, and we will do it again next week. We'll have some trivia on the next week's track, but we're getting ready to go back green, and we're going to get freaky green here at Talladega, home of Alabama. Sweet home Alabama.
Green flag,
Oh,
green flag.
green's out. Boogity, 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 Darrell Walter Bowley says.
Yeah, that was a bit of a more normal restart, I guess you could say, but Ethan Lane got a huge gap, and at plate races, you don't want a huge gap like that. Might be in a bit of trouble here in a few hundred feet. But him and Donald Etcher have been separated. Donald Etcher has to figure out how to get back up to the front here. As here we go, Ethan Lane. How is he going to defend the pack here? Yeah, they all gave up.
Josh Conover. That was close for Josh Conover.
Yeah, some guys, it's definitely time to, you know, you'll probably see a group of people trying to make the outside lane work all the time. That's going to be kind of a revolving door trying to get to the lead. It's 83.
Adam Chapman.
Followed by the 82.
Derek Pemberton. I believe those two are teammates. Oh, look,
if I were a betting man, I would bet. That flat line kicking up the dust down there. Dropping towards the back. If it goes green, though, might be in a little bit of trouble.
Very true, Brian. Very, very true here.
So we got 5 cars on the outside lane in this lead pack, and we have looks like 6 cars on the inside lane. Both lanes aren't quite as organized as I think some of these guys would hope.
No, but will that help? We got the 71 out there all by himself. Don't know if he's going to be able to catch up, but we do got a second pack of cars, guys, back there that, you know, maybe they can get a single file here and do something with them. As we got the 9, the 48, the 61, if they can go get in line. And then we have the 55 and the 63, so maybe if them front 3 of Josh, Roy, and Cody would wait for the Jake and Jason might be able to do something.
Yeah, there's always power in numbers.
Yeah, and Josh May on the top spot here, and I'll take the lead. He's holding that top line still.
Yeah, he ain't gonna clear him, but he's working on it. And that outside lane is doing pretty good.
Yeah, they're kind of
outside lane's actually outnumbered the inside.
Definitely.
Donald Etcher just slowly sneaking his way up.
Well, I brought up the leader of the race and Josh, and we'll see in lap times if they're faster or slower. As lap 32, they were faster than the leader, but we'll see this time by if Josh has a little bit of that draft, if that can help him. As I think he does. I think he's going to
the wrecking.
Oh, no.
Look out. Oh, look out, look out, look out.
Miss him.
The 48 just got... Wow, how did the 48 get through that? Wow.
Josh is going to need a new pair of Jordans.
All right.
Yeah,
that was extremely close.
Who did we ride with? Josh?
Cody Hall is pretty close too, I know.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Or no, that was it Cody Hall? Yeah, it was Cody Hall. But Josh had a pretty good beat, definitely.
Oh. Yeah, we're just watching the replay here of Josh, man. He ducked left and just made it right through it. And you said Cody Hall. Let's see if we can go back to Cody Hall. Riding in the cockpit. See as he's coming down, he's right behind the 48, it looks like, going across the start-finish line, not sure. And here we go, look at that. Oh, no, he did not miss it, guys. He got left side.
Caught a little bit.
Yeah, you could just hear it crunch, and now you see a buckle in his hood there. But he almost made it, but I think he clipped the 06. Well, that's interesting. Now everybody makes a pit stop. Really don't even got worried. I guess they don't even have to make a pit stop this round. Do you think they got enough fuel from last time? They ran 9 laps, so no, they'll have to make a pit stop. I would wait and not go in this time by and go on the one to green. You know, come down and top off, because that would put them at like 21 laps. That would give them enough fuel to finish the race. And then we probably won't see pit stops because there would be no point. Well, I guess I'm wrong, because they're going to go down now. So I guess they're going to try to do 22 laps, guys. If they do a pit stop here, they're going to have to push it 22 laps. You stay out for one more lap, you can push it for 21 laps. I would have stayed out. Do we have
we also
stay out?
have to account for these caution laps.
Yeah, I just don't
rule of thumb here. You can save a lot, trust me. You can save a lot under cautions. Ooh, got wrecking going on in the back.
Well, I tried fuel mileage years ago and it never worked for me, so I don't believe it.
Well, rule of thumb you always have to keep in mind is one caution lap, or one green flag lap is going to be 2 cautions laps. So
does that really apply in iRacing? Because it never worked for me again.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't know what I'm doing.
And shutting the car off and rolling, you just gotta do it, pretty much the whole time. But you can save, up to a lap. I'd say anywhere from a quarter of a lap to half a lap. So, okay. And then riding, like Brian said, 75% to half throttle and draft, you can save a good bit. So I think most of these guys are gonna be topped off and pretty well to go. It'll be interesting. I think you need to save just a little bit, but if they get another caution, they'll be definitely good.
Yeah, but get another caution. Well, you won't have to pit, like you said. You can save the fuel under caution. So this was probably their last time going down pit road. I mean, really, I don't see no reason to do it now, as Josh is leaning dirt way down. I don't know where he's going.
He's trying to get a sandwich that Donald ate earlier.
He threw the wraparound there somewhere.
Well, I think this definitely be the last stops for pretty much all the guys. unless we get another caution. Some guys have some damage to repair that are near the back. They might come in, get some damage repair and get some tires, maybe run through the field. But I think from pretty much top 10 on, you're going to be you're set now, and this is to the end.
Oh man, we got Billy out there in the Facebook chat, guys. He's says he's out. Too much damage to the front end. Pit crew cannot fix it or keep up on speed there. So unfortunately, Billy, but hey, buckle up and get ready for the next one. That's all you can do. Racing's racing. It happens to all of us. Sometimes you feel like you got a monkey on your back and you can't get it off. You know, like Brian. Brian wins all the time. He's like, oh, I don't think this package is good for me, but I keep winning.
What? What? When did the, what? Well,
Zach
that
said
package is gone.
Zach said that. That was Zach.
I haven't won since they put this new package on Robert's side. I have like 3 top 10s all season. That's I think those all came in the first 3 races.
Oh man, yeah, that was right before the package, right?
Yeah. Haven't had too much luck lately, but it can all change. But we did have some guys stay out, didn't we?
I know Josh Conover was talking earlier. I don't mean to change subject there on you, Zach, but Josh Conover was telling earlier that I seen on post on Facebook that he's heading into this race with the points lead, and he wants to try to keep the points lead. Now, I don't have the point standings up, but I do know that he is in the points lead, but not by much, I don't think, anymore. So he's really looking at that, too. Now, he does got a win, so, he did that at the beginning of the year. He got his win, but after that, he's really... His team has not as been as strong at the beginning as it is. It's basically other teams are catching up to him.
Yeah, he's got a 34-point lead over Ethan Lane right now, so he's got a good lead. He should hold on to it tonight, that points lead, but it's definitely been shrinking. Ethan Lane, with his 5 wins, has definitely shrunk into that lead of Josh Conover here on the B side of stuff. And Josh is staying consistent with his. He's got 7 starts this season, 7 top 10s, so he hadn't finished out of the top 10 yet in this B car, and right now he's in 8th, so see if he can make it 8 for 8. Having 8 top 10s in a season.
All right. Well, on YouTube side there, give a shout out to East Coast. What's her name here? East Coast Outlaw Racing. They're giving a shout out there to Chad in the 10. So there you go. He's leading this race here for them. Hopefully he can bring home a victory and lock himself into the chase. We'll have to see how that all plays out, as we got 21 laps to go here. It will be 20 laps to go. We'll be taking green with 19 to go, and like Brian said, the pot is boiling right now, and it's about ready to get overheated.
Yeah, it's about to boil over. We got to put the top on it, but the top is the checkered flag.
That's
and
right.
It could boil over before the race ends.
Very true, and
could be like popcorn, right?
Like East Coast Outlaw
Racing,
it
could be
there
popcorn.
said on chat, shout out to Chad because he was involved in that first wreck of the race. So now back to the lead.
How much damage does he have, or did he get it all fixed? Will that
Looks
play?
like he's got some right front damage, but it's not too bad. I think he'll be all right.
As I know. Maybe, maybe if he stays out front, he really don't have to worry about the damage. I think any kind of damage here at Super Speedway, you get behind somebody there, it kind of hurts you. You don't have the suck-up power. You just wind up feeling like you're stuck. As these guys are fanning out, showing the fans, hey, look at us. We can go left, right, in the middle, and then we have the 61 blinking and coming back, and that's a new circus act that they're working on, guys. It's like, bam, magic. I'm here and then I'm gone. Can't see me.
Yeah, it looks like the 10 of Chad's gonna take the outside line too here. So giving the bottom to Roy Crump there in the 48. Got Cody Hall in the 61 on the bottom behind Roy, and Ethan Lane there in that top line up in 4th.
61 should be up behind. No, you're right. Never mind. 3rd place has to start. I was watching the shuffle, and I thought, you know, these guys are shuffling around so much, they're confusing me. So you guys excited for 19 more laps to go here at Nora?
Oh yeah, I'm ready for it. See
Yeah.
how this exciting finish is gonna play out. I guarantee you, if something's gonna happen, that's gonna blow over minds.
It's gonna happen. Yes, they're checking up. Look at the checkup that they're bumping each other on pace lap.
Guys, there's a big hit near the back.
Oh man,
that Red Bull car.
Yeah.
Got slammed in the rear.
They were playing Slinky. It's not time to play Slinky yet, guys. All right, well, green's out. There goes the 10 and the 48, and green's out. And they're all spread out. And that 6 should fall behind that 48, guys.
Ooh, leader got a huge gap.
And like Zach said, that's not good. And Ethan Lane says, nope, I don't feel like following you no more. Side drafting.
I don't know about this.
They were side drafting, but Ethan Lane thought twice of that. And here comes his teammate on the outside trying to push him up, guys. And he's getting, look at the run the 1 and the 9 are getting. Look at this run, ladies and gentlemen. Holy mackerel.
They need to look under the hoods of those 2 cars.
Wow. Look at the run. They're still getting the run. Oh, man.
Look at that. There's Josh Conover. Hasn't been up front the whole race. Has chosen to be in the back. And now we've got less than 20 laps to go, and there he is, leading the outside lane.
It's going to be interesting if anybody else jumps up there with him. Donald got that lead and jumped straight to that bottom to get that help of his teammate, and that's a good choice, in my opinion. It puts it in the hands of him and Ethan Lane, Ethan Lane there to control this lead.
Oh, I'm sorry. We got the fans out there laughing at me. But that's awesome. It's okay. Back to the race.
What'd you do now?
Nothing. They're like, oh, good race. I'll keep watching because we're entertaining. That's awesome. Thank you, Kimberly. I love you. Love you, man. I love you, girl. Whatever. Anyways, woohoo!
Oh,
Let's
no.
go.
Yeah, back to the race.
Yeah.
Got a Donald Letcher in the lead, followed by his teammate Ethan Lane. Right behind them, Josh Conover, and everybody else just still trying to figure out, hey, how can I get past those 3 cars up there?
Well, that top lane there, Brian, you're saying the 9 and the 83, they got to get that 82 and the 02 to hook up. And, Ethan Lane's going to look out. That was I thought he would have stayed behind his teammate.
Oh, Josh Conover didn't go with him.
Oh, now we're 3 wide.
But nobody went with Josh, and now he's screwed.
Oh, it's 3 wide.
Oh, boy.
Sorry, Zach.
No, you're good.
Keep her steady, fellas. Keep her steady.
That's a tough decision to make to go up top 3 wide there, just because you like to see what happened to Josh. He pulled up that 3 wide move. If they would have went with him, that would have sucked Ethan back to where Josh is at. But they all decided to go stick to that middle lane, and look at that. But it's all right. Got plenty of race left. A lot of things can happen still, as we've seen some huge runs from these guys. And I don't think Ethan Lane and Donald Escher with the whole teammate riding behind each other. I think these 2 want to go out there, have fun, and race each other. So they put on a show for us.
As you race each other now, your 2 teammates being leaders of both the lanes.
Whoa.
It's the perfect scenario.
Do you see the 55 and the 9? They just did like synchronized swimming. They all went from the top to the bottom at the same time with the car in the middle. Holy mackerel. I think what the 1 and the 6 are doing, well, no, never mind. I think they were running the high line and the low line and keeping the field behind them as long as they could, but it didn't look like that was going to last too long as Ethan Lane gets down on the bottom. But look how squirrely these cars are, guys, in the air.
Yeah, the 1 got a shove from the 10 there. Whew, that could have been a big one. That's all it takes is a little bit right there, and just being unaligned like these guys are when they're hitting each other, it causes massive wrecks. But you got Derek Pemberton and Adam Chapman, their teammates on the outside line there, trying to fight their way. They got Jason Conover on the outside line there with them too. This is far from over, my friends out there. This is It's heating up.
We're just getting started.
Yeah, really. This is the race now.
Yeah, the amount of lifting is slowly decreasing. And, yeah, it's getting wound up now. I'm interested to see how some of these guys get back up through the pack.
Very, very true, Brian.
So the way they're going right now, there's not a whole lot being done.
Yeah, right now it's kind of just riding. I'm waiting to see if anybody can form that top third lane. It's like Conover back there in the nines go trap himself to the bottom, our points leader. But the 6 and the 1 have put on a great show tonight of controlling this field. As you know, racing each other, but also controlling it together. So good job on them. See if they can hold on to this year as coming to the lead. 13 to go there. Yeah,
the laps are winding down and the engines are winding up.
That's for sure,
Ethan
Brian.
Lane is going to be your leader.
Looks like the outside line is starting to die off a little bit. I know Adam Chapman does have some pretty decent damage up on that front end. So it'll be interesting to see if maybe they can get a car out in front of Adam and then make that line reform. But you see Donald Etcher looking to the high side. He's might be grabbing some air and
yeah, you definitely when you're in that position,
Chad Engle's going to go into sucker hole, baby.
Oh, any of these positions, got to keep that engine as cool as possible right now, because when you're inside 5 to go, the engine temperature doesn't matter anymore.
Here comes the outside line. The outside line could make some charges, man. It's just
it's like the tides.
That very true, right? Ooh.
Oh boy.
Down extra to push there on his teammate. That almost was a very big one.
Yeah, but a good save by both of them there.
Yeah.
But I think that may end up costing them the lead here in a second.
Adam Chapman clears. Well, he pulled on the bottom. I know he's got his teammate up there, but sometimes you got to be a little bit.
Sometimes you got to do it. I've done it to you many a time.
It doesn't look like he did it this time. He's back on the high side as that bottom line is getting the momentum there, guys.
Josh Conover, he's getting massive runs back there, but he has nowhere to go with them.
Yeah, he's been switching lanes, and he's going to be in the sucker hole back there, looks like. He can get back to that bottom line.
Oh, we got another lap car.
Lap car.
Well, we've had practice at this. Get around him.
You can do it, boys.
And here we go.
Oh, so they're pretty wide back there. It's woo! Wow. That was great.
That jumbled us up a little bit. Now, see how this plays out for these guys as I made the bottom lane a little bit stacked up. Getting that outside line pulling back up.
That and the sun has come back out too.
That it has.
That's going to heat
up.
Yeah,
this first. Yeah, but it might be a little bit more pushy on entry. But that's probably it, if that, as far as the hotter track is concerned.
Look at Josh Conover, like I said, been making lots of moves back there tonight, trying to get his way back up there after he pushed that one up to that lead. And he positioned himself for another great finish. I know
he's on a good pace right now.
Yeah, he is.
If he keeps going at this rate, he's going to be up front here soon. But he's going to need some help.
Oh no!
Oh boy! Gotta avoid it. Oh,
and there's the big one. Oh, Josh is involved. Somebody else was involved. Who got stuck in the wall?
Yeah, somebody got just all of that energy absorbed at one spot.
Ooh. Well, we'll go with Josh here. Let's go to the cockpit. He's going across the start-finish line. These cars, I mean, look at them. Oh, and we had to check up. Oh, they're, oh, and I don't know who that was, but they went right over Josh. I have no clue who that was.
I believe it might have been the 11 of Mark Creighton's. No, it wasn't. Sorry, he was the first. It may have been the 10 of Chad Eagle. Yeah, that was the 10 Chad Eagle. He went for a scary ride.
Oh, so it was the 10 that went. Well, who got stuck in the wall?
I believe that was the 10.
Oh, the 10? All right, well, let's go to the 10 and see if we can...
He had an abrupt stop. Maybe want to check on Chad Eagle.
I think it's just too late to check on.
He went from about 155 miles an hour to 3 mile an hour to 0.
Oh! Wow!
Yeah.
Holy mackerel!
We're lucky this is a sim.
Yeah, is he still sitting in the car? Yeah, the wheel's moving. Are you okay, Chad? Oh my goodness, great! Wow! Holy mackerel, Doc.
Yeah, that looked like a case of 11 of Mark Creighton jumped up to that higher line there, and 82 Adam Chapman was going for the hole there in the middle, and it just closed. And yeah.
And maybe somebody could make this happen, but maybe that clip could somehow make it onto Ozcast. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that was very, very interesting wreck.
No takers.
It's like 48 of Mike Crump, 02 of Josh Mayhew, and I believe Cody Hall. Yeah. 61.
Yeah, towards the back, I assume.
Yeah, well, they were top 10.
Well, they only have 5 cautions here, packing 31 cars. That's not bad, but again, the race is not over.
It's been great.
Been really great racing with 7 to go. They should be going back green with about, what, 5 to go? So there won't be no more yellow.
Yeah.
So basically, it's going to be, well, the pot's boiling water over now, Brian. Don't know what to tell you. They blew the lid.
Yeah, the lid, like I said, the lid's a checkered flag, and they let it boil over before we get the lid on it. Well, that's okay. That's usually how it's supposed to happen, and that makes for excitement.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. Who's up in, okay.
I don't know how these guys are going to get around the 1 and the 6.
I don't think so either. I think it's going to be a battle between them two, and either something's going to happen to them two, or them two are going to take each other out. Or
they're inseparable, and nobody can get around them when they're together.
Need to look underneath them engines. Them Ford's got something going on.
I think you got to check them spoilers, and them lug nuts. Got to check those lug nuts. Might be a $10,000 penalty coming.
Well, if he gets this win, that would make 6 wins this year for him, for Ethan, if he gets...
That'd be 6 wins in the B car.
No, I'm talking overall. I don't think in the B car. They ain't ran that many B car yet.
He hasn't won the truck.
Oh, he hasn't won one in the truck, but... So he has 5 in the B car.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, it looks like the 83's getting EOL. He's falling to the back, unfortunately. That brings up Josh Conover's brother. He's up there in the 63. Jake. Oh, we haven't talked much about Jake, guys.
Yep. I was just about to say that. Yeah, Jake Boyer up in the 5th.
Yeah, he's up there in
Justin
the 5th.
Bland, the 7th. There, I haven't talked much about Justin Bland tonight. It'll be interesting. See how this plays out. A lot of still clean race cars. So it's about to get wild, everybody. You better tighten up them belts one more time.
Yep. Well, as these guys get ready to go green, I'd like to tell everybody thank you for tuning in, sticking around here tonight at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. We much appreciate it. Zach appreciates it. Brian appreciates it. Listening to us talk about some racing and keeping you guys informed with what's going on here at NORA Talladega. But wow, it's such a great race that we're having here tonight. But again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Hit that share button, like button, follow button. It helps us out. And also, before I forget, don't forget to check out Dirty Arab Podcast on YouTube and Facebook every Tuesday night at 11 o'clock for your sim news, motorsports news, previous of what goes on at Richmond. They'll talk about. They'll also talk about a peak. We might have a peak driver on this coming week at 11 o'clock. So make sure you tune in, chat with them, hit their like button, share button, follow button. We do much appreciate it.
Yeah, everybody come check that out Tuesday night, as we'll have peak driver Benjamin Nelson and Team Dillon Esports on there to get some of his maybe some secrets and some tips from the man himself.
I hope so. I could use some.
Yeah, we definitely could. And you also hear about some Road to Pro stuff, how our Road to Pros will go on this week, this upcoming week in Atlanta. So
yeah, I hope it's looking pretty good. I'm pretty excited about it. It's looking really good.
Yeah, if I can get my head out the sand, maybe.
Yeah, there's no sand in Atlanta, Georgia.
Well, I found it because I can't seem to find my head to get my head out. This is gonna be interesting here, guys. I mean, a lot of racing still left. Anything can happen at this point. Anybody has a shot. Hopefully, we can keep this thing green, and you never know, we might come across the finish line 5-6 wide.
That would be great. I would love it. But yeah, the first step is that it has to go green. You know, within 5 to go, we don't get another green flag if the caution comes out. So when we go green again, we'll be at that point. So
that's for
sure.
Keep
it green and. Oh, sorry. There was some radio chatter.
Some driver chatter. Well, I know who is itching right now to get himself a win is that 55 of Jake Border. Really just get him a top 5 here. He's been caught up in a lot of wrecks this year, and you know, not had the greatest finishes that he's probably wanted, and he's got a chance now. Also got the younger brother of our points leader here, Josh Conover, Jason Conover, Jason Conover, younger brother of Josh Conover. Got it backwards. And the 63, he's got a little damage on the nose on that right front. But never know. You only got to be ahead for a split second here to win at Talladega. So really anything can happen. We also got Justin Bland. Brought himself up into the picture. I haven't really seen him much tonight from 28th position. Starting on the grid. So going to be a wild one, folks. Definitely don't want to tune out now. You better have your popcorn, your beverages all ready, because it's about to get freaky fast.
That's right. We're going to get freaky nuts is what we're going to do. We're going to get freaky nuts, guys.
I just sometimes don't know what to say with Robert. I love it.
I love it too. I am in such a good mood tonight. All right, well, we're going to get ready to get freaky green here at Nora, guys. It's going to be awesome. Make sure you check out this league.
This just in, real quick, Chad Engel does say he was released from the infield care center, and his pride is hurt, and he needs a change of undies, but he's all good.
Good deal. All right. That's a report from the infield care center as that 6 is gone. Green's out, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Donuts are doing the smart move and not moving before the start finish.
Green flag.
Change lanes.
Super spread out.
Huge gap. It's going to be interesting. We're going to have some big runs here coming to these leaders. First is going to be down. But what does Jake Boyer and Justin Bland do here on this outside line with Jason Conover? The inside line's building up. The outside line's coming down too. The run is coming.
Boy, they're coming. You can't block it. You can't block it.
Oh, look at the shot. Wow. To the lead down.
That energy transfer.
55 of Jake Boyer puts himself in second here. Look at this. Frank Reese on the outside there too. Also in the 71. 6 of Ethan Lane after that restarts back to third. Is he going to look to the high side? Well, wreck now will end it,
close.
Oh, and Jake Boyer down below.
Ethan Lane wants that lead back. He's going to get a shot. No, the 71's going to go around the outside of him. As we're going to be going 4 wide here, going across the start-finish line, headed into 1.
Justin Bland. Justin Bland with the
made
run.
it work.
Ooh, Justin Bland, what a move to 65.
Oh, be careful. You got to stay off that 1. You're 3 wide in the back.
Door to door down the back straightaway.
Keep it green, guys. 4 wide in the back. 2 by 2 in the front. Jake Boyer gets into the back of Donald Etcher, and that's going to be the race. I think Ethan Lane.
No, Justin Bland, right? Oh,
I don't know.
Who will be the leader there?
I know we have to ride with the 62, though.
Another interesting ending here at Nora for the 2nd week in a row.
Let's go back and ride
gonna
with
get this swing.
I believe Justin Bland's got it.
I think so, too. We'll have to go.
Here's the wreck, and watch the 62. Into the wall. Spin, spin, spin. Oh, my goodness. Get dizzy. Oh, my goodness. And he's still wrecking. And, oh, wow. Did he ever go for a ride? Holy mackerel. Yeah, now he's going down the front stretch with a broken rod, but yeah, I guess it's looking like the 65 is going to be taking this here late, guys.
Yeah, I think Justin Bland will be our winner here tonight. That beautiful move to get to the outside of Donald Etcher there and inside Ethan Lane to take that 2nd position. And look, that wreck calls it, and bang. He's there to get that victory, so congrats.
Look, he's shaking the crap out of the car, making sure it's not going to fall apart.
I think he's shaking the crap out because he's so happy.
That, or he's just happy the car didn't fall apart. Because that was, well, we had one big one, and then we had another big one. Welcome to Talladega. We all know that term, the big one, and it happens a lot here. Real life sim racing, it's just a product of what this track offers. A lot of high-speed racing, bumping, drafting, hitting. You know, I just wanted to see what the cup cars are going to look like coming to this track. That's going to be interesting.
Well, you can check that out in 2 weeks on Saturday at Racing Freaks.
Yeah, that'll be our 2nd round of the playoffs too.
That it will be.
Yeah, that's going to be heating up. It's caution number 6 out here tonight, as they're on the final lap, and it looks like it's going to go to Justin in the 65. He's going to get the race win with Ethan finishing 2nd. His teammate, I don't even know where he fell to. He was involved in the wreck. And then 3rd place is going to go to Matthew George.
Looks like Donald's going to be 16th here.
Ooh, what? 2nd to 16th? Ooh. Yeah, that's unfortunately for him. But who calls that yellow? They're going to be wind up getting an EOL at the end of the race, so that will be an unofficial, finish, because they do give EOLs now. I don't know if they do it on the last lap here at Nora, but what a race! What a race! Oh man, she's out there on Facebook saying this was freaky nuts. Laugh out loud. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. That is so awesome.
Yeah, we got a good big shout out to Justin Bland there, starting 28th. Going to bring home the victory here tonight in that 65 Sicko machine. But man, what a job from him there. He restarted there in 6th and made his way to the outside line there and got side by side with the leaders as the wreck came out, and he's the man that's going to take home the checker flag here at Talladega in Sweet Home, Alabama. And you gotta imagine he's pretty excited about that.
Oh, most definitely. Who said you had a clean car to win at Talladega? This car's like, it looks like it came out of Martinsville.
Yeah, he's got some pretty good rear end damage there, but I'm sure his crew's not too upset with that. They'll be pretty happy with that, especially with the victory.
All right, well, congratulations again to Justin as he's bringing her across the start-finish line, downshifting and getting that thing ready to do some burnouts. So congratulations to him on getting the win. He brings it home with the team of East Coast Outlaw Racing. I believe that's their first win here at Nora, ain't it?
Yeah, I believe so, Robert.
Is it? Okay.
Yep, it would be.
All right. All right, well, we'll wait for him to spin this thing down. We're going to get the top 3 ready to go for an interview, and then we will go to a quick commercial, but I'm waiting for him to, oh, he blinked out on me there. Well, okay, he's back. Ooh, I thought he decided I'm just going to run and celebrate. I'm going to wait for him to do, well, I believe the top 3 drivers here at Nora, they do have to stop and get a picture, don't they? Am I correct?
I believe so, Robert.
They sure do.
Gets the first win. Happy birthday, early birthday. Oh, somebody's birthday.
You gonna pour some liquor
birthday.
It says early birthday. I'm not exactly sure who is actually talking on East Coast Outlaw on YouTube, so I don't know if that's Justin or I forget who.
He takes it spinning through the grass there. It's nice.
And the landscaper ain't gonna be happy.
And he'll get over it.
There we go. There you go,
That's
Zach.
what I
Zach, we got a good screenshot. His left side's all smashed up, and I'm sure Joshua will like that screenshot. Sure, you take a shot of that. Okay, right. I got a screenshot for him. I don't know if he wants it, but I think that looks really cool screenshot with all the mud and dirt. Congratulations again to Justin. He gets the win here at Nora for the first time. Oh, okay, it's a 77. Christian is talking for East Coast Outlaw. All right. Thank you, Christian. All right, so. All right, guys, we're going to have bring up the top 3 here then, but we're going to have to pay some bills here, ladies and gentlemen. But again, congratulations to Justin for getting a win, but we will be right back with post-race interviews at Nora at Talladega Super Speedway here tonight, so at Freaky Fast Broadcasting, but we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
One of the main reasons I did decide to join the registry is because the lack of African American representation on the registry. It's our responsibility to register. This is something that we can control. You can do this. Think about if it was your child. Think about if it was your sister. Don't let fear be the only reason that you don't save a life.
My name's Quintin O'Donnell. I'm 19 years old, and I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, and since then, I have been doing 3 years of treatment. For the future, I hope to be able to beat my disease and just be a normal person. I want to go to college, I want to continue to race, maybe be a professional driver one day, and just keep on living. That's my goal.
All right, we're back after a quick word from Beat a Match. Make sure you check them out on YouTube or their website at Beat a Match, and read up on all that for bone marrow and how they help people with cancer and everything. But we are down here on pit road, and we do got our top 3 here tonight that finished here at Talladega at Nora. So you guys ready to do some interviews and see how the race went for them, gentlemen?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bring them on.
All right, well, we'll let Brian get talking here with Matthew George in that 50 car as he brought him a 3rd place finish.
Hey, Matthew, it's Brian in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All righty. Well, tonight you finished in 3rd place. Looks like you started 22nd. So, great job on moving through the field. How was the race for you? It seemed it really didn't turn up until the end there. seemed like there was a lot of riding around going on. Is that kind of how you saw the race go, and was that your strategy from the beginning of the race?
Yeah, between me and my teammates, that was pretty much the whole strategy. Um, just sitting in the back, waiting for the cautions to pile up. Then at the end, not able to, pretty much seen an opening and went for it. A friend I made a 3-wide move on, and I yeah, I think he's a little upset with that, but no, that's racing.
Yes, 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 it is. Sometimes you got to make those moves, and when you see a hole, you got to go for it. But we we're kind of curious throughout the race whether if oil and water temperature were going to be kind of a problem. Did you notice that at all? If you got tucked up behind somebody, did the car want to overheat? And was it too bad? Was it pretty easy to cool back off?
Me personally, I didn't want to get close to anybody's bumper until like 10 laps to go. You got too close to somebody's left bumper or left side of the bumper, and it would just spin them. That's probably what caused a lot of the cautions tonight. So for me, no oil pressure and all that really didn't even cross my mind.
Okay, yeah, it was just we were kind of wondering about that. Um, well, before I let you go and celebrate your third place finish, let you have the floor and give some people some shout outs if you like.
Huge shout out to my team, Flatline Motorsports. This was my first race with them. That's pretty much the biggest one for me. Thank my family for watching. This league, the admins, you guys for putting on a great show. Yeah, that's about it.
Alrighty, well, congrats on your third place finish, and we'll see you here next week.
For sure. Thank you.
All right, everybody. That was our third place finisher, Matthew George, in the 50. Everybody said to Brian, and now I'll get talking here with our second place man, Ethan Lane, see what he thought. Hey, Ethan, it's Zach up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, bud. Well, congratulations on your second place finisher, man. Really, I'm gonna start off here with you and your teammate Donald really put on a great performance all night. Unfortunately, you got caught up in that wreck there at the end, but y'all did a great job of really controlling the field and working together and trading the lead there multiple times. Describe to us how your race went.
It was great up until what was it, lap 55 with 3 to go. I completely screwed us on that start. I went a lot earlier than what we had planned. But yeah, I like we were just trying to get Don a second win, get him up more in the top 20, and I wasn't gonna push Justin by him. I was just gonna push him hard enough to keep us up second and fourth. That way, like we just stacked up the top. But yeah, it sucks for him. I hate it for him. I wasn't trying to push anyone by him. It just sucks he got turned.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately, that seems like it happens here a lot at Talladega with the close racing. But next week, man, we go to Dover in the trucks. Well, actually, never mind. I was about to say you're inching closer in the points lead to Josh Conover, but we're in a different series next week. But how do you feel about the trucks next week at Dover?
I don't know. It depends on weather. Dover's one of my favorite tracks to go to. It's another concrete track, just like Bristol. We should be fast, me and Don both. We're both looking forward to both Dover races, the truck and Xfinity. So let's see how it goes forward. I know Don's a little mad at me right now just because he thought I was pushing Justin by him, but if he's listening, I wasn't. So we'll go get him next week and try to get him more wins coming through this season.
10-4, Ethan. Well, congrats again on your second place finish, man. Before I let you go, anybody want to send a shout out to?
Don for working with me all race. We had a plan going in and almost executed it perfectly. Just didn't work out.
10-4, Ethan. Well, again, congrats on your second place finish, man, and we'll catch you next week at Dover.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys. You heard the man himself, Ethan Lane, there, with another great finish here at the Nora. So, but I think, Robert, you find someone a little bit ecstatic and happy, huh? Right? Oh, did we lose Robert?
I think we lost him. He's in the crowd there somewhere.
Yeah, I dropped my mic and then I kicked it. Gatorade's all over it. Justin said, "Hey, you might want to pick that up," so you can talk. And I'm like, "Well, I got all excited." But I'm down here with him. Justin, Robert in the booth, you got a copy there, bud?
Yeah, man, I got you.
All right. Well, you started 28th here tonight at Talladega. You only led 3 laps. Your fastest lap was a 49.350. You bring home your first victory for East Coast Outlaw Racing Company. How was your race here tonight, man?
Man, it was fun. Those last couple laps were a blast. Man, it was fun. My whole little group, we decided to sit back in the back and just kind of ride around for the first 40 or so laps just to stay out of any trouble. And there, with the last restart to go, started P6, and I knew as soon as I got pretty much shuffled into the inside lane, I had to make a move whenever I saw it. And as soon as I saw that little 4-wide opportunity, I took it and it ended up working out well for me.
Oh, yeah, most definitely worked out for her. I told the guys here in the booth, I said, who said you needed to have a clean car to win at Talladega? Because your car kind of looks like it walked out of Martinsville.
Yeah, it looking too pretty. In that whole little wreck, I got nailed by Matthew. And luckily, it helped keep the car straight. So, I don't know, it ain't got to be pretty. You just got to win.
Hey, man, it doesn't matter as long as who cares if you have to be a Carl Everett and run across the start-finish line, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I don't blame you, but, man, congratulations again here from Freaky Fast, and congratulations from Nora. You lock yourself into the chase. You're ready for next week as we head to the trucks at Dover. How's your gonna load there?
Well, Dover's actually a really good track of mine, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Not running the trucks in probably 3 months. I probably should run some this week. I think they're at Bristol, so run a couple races this week just to get practice at it again and be ready for next week. So I'll definitely be looking forward to that. It'll be my first start in the truck series, and I don't know, definitely a lot of good guys over there, so looking forward to racing with them.
Oh, most definitely. We're excited and can't wait to see if you can take it back to back and start pushing your East Coast Outlaw, against Ethan's team there. I forget, they changed their team name, so I do apologize for that.
Throwing you off.
What's that?
They're throwing you off.
Yeah, they changed their name like 2 weeks ago, and I'm still trying to remember what their name is. Brian, Zach, do you remember what their name is?
Icon Motorsports.
Icon,
right? Okay.
Well, yeah. You're showing that you're strong here, Justin, with your team, but with that being said, man, congratulations again, like I said. You want to give final shout-outs to before I let you go celebrate your first victory here with your team?
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank everyone at East Coast Outlaw Racing. Bruce Ackerman, I appreciate him a lot. Me and him worked together a lot that race. Had he not been involved in that last wreck, I think me and him would have definitely had a good run together there at the end. But in the end, it still worked out. Thanks to Christian and Chad and all the guys at East Coast that put together a good car, and we had a good finish. So it was awesome. Awesome.
Well, congratulations again, and we will see you next week, and we'll let you go celebrate and pack up this car, and hopefully your crew can get it all fixed up for the next time you run the B cars.
Dang right.
All right. Congratulations again, man. Take care.
Yep, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. That was our winner tonight, Justin Bland.
Just what?
Well, I think Zach cut out there, but Justin Bland, our winner. I like that guy. He seems pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we lost Zach. Zach's so excited he probably kicked his mic and he's trying to do a Bobby move or something. Yeah, what?
He dropped it. He dropped it just like you. I think he dropped it and he's trying to. Oh, there he is. He picked it up.
Now he's trying to figure out how to plug it back in.
My connection's going wonky.
Don't kick the mic around.
Did the batteries fall out of the battery pack on your hip there?
Yeah. I got ran into. Someone's trying to get an autograph. Sorry.
Well, all right.
Dude.
Well, before we go to the unofficial results here tonight at Nora Talladega, would you guys think about tonight's race?
Man, it's just that every single week here at Nora, the finish is always great. The race always has this slow build up to it, and no matter where we go, it's always great racing. Whether it's lap 2 or lap 57 in this case, every single week here at Nora is exciting and fantastic, and it leaves me yearning for next week. I forgot I knew how to use that word. That was cool, but
He gives himself his own props. I love it.
but Talladega, I love watching plate racing, but I hate driving plate racing. So I'm kind of on the fence about it. But tonight I was able to enjoy it. Always love watching a good plate race, and somebody other than Ethan Lane won. That was cool.
Very well said. What are you? What's your final thoughts here, Zach?
Yeah, great race here. Congrats to Justin Bland on the win. I'll probably cut out there, like I was saying. But yeah, congrats to him there on the win. Great race from all these guys out there. Sucks for Donald Etcher. He did a great job running up front all night. But that's just something. That's the product of plate racing right there. Going hard for the win. Yeah, just really excited about next week at Dover. Trying to I like the plate racing. We've seen a great plate race here tonight, but like Brian says, definitely not my forte. And I believe this is only about our third or fourth really plate race, since we don't do many plate races that we've commentated. And I feel like these are one of the harder ones to commentate with so much going on. But yeah, I'm ready to get back to good old oval where it spaces out a little bit and see some good old fashioned racing at Dover on that monster mile and see who can tame that.
Oh, I mostly agree. We have somebody down in the waiting room. Thomas, we got something on YouTube. He's asked bring him up and have a chat with him real quick. So we could do that real quick. Bring him up here, Zach. And
all right, 10-4. You want to talk to him, Mark?
Yeah, babe.
All right, 10-4.
Thomas, Robert in the booth, man. I see somebody's out there on the YouTube side. Would you like to have a chat with us here, bud?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I love my broadcasters.
Well, how was your race, man?
Oh, it was great. We had a great run. Scott Bellum, Nate, I forgot his last name, and we did great.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, you guys were running pretty strong there and got caught up in a couple things, but you brought it home 5th place here tonight. You stayed out of some wrecks, got involved in a couple beating banging, but overall, I mean, you did really, really great. You got top 5, so yeah, man, congratulations of getting your top 5. But you got any shout outs before we let you go, or anything you'd like to say?
Oh yeah, it was a great race. Thank Jesus for that. I also want to prank my or not prank. I want to give a shout out to my primary sponsor, being my wife. And if you guys ever need a power washer, hit up Scott Bellum. He's got it for $100.
There you go. All right, we need a power washer for broadcasting for some sponsor. How about that?
Yep, there you go. Just go talk to Scott Bellum.
There you go, Scott. If you're listening, hit Freaky Fast up for some sponsorship there.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, no problem, man. Congratulations, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks.
All right, well, that was Thomas finishing 5th there, guys. He wanted to get a quick word in, so that is awesome. But yeah, I second what you guys said. I'm not a big fan of plate racing. I love watching plate racing because of all the action, and God knows what's going to happen out there. I mean, you could be the last place person and still win the race. It doesn't matter on speed. It just matters being at the right place at the right time and stay out of the big one or the big 2 or the big 3, depending on how big they are. It can take out half the field, take a couple cars out, stuff like that. But, that's my final thoughts on it. So with that, man, I'll hand it over to Brian Johnson. He can run through the unofficial results before we go through the rest of the process and sign off here tonight.
Yes, sir. Well, Tonight, your winner, Justin Bland, brings his 65 machine to victory lane, followed by Ethan Lane in second and Matthew George to round out your podium in third. Michael Kunick in fourth, Thomas Gould in fifth, Tyler Ashley in sixth, Roy Crump in seventh, Blink Reese in eighth, Brian Powell ninth, Michael Robinson 10th, Josh Mayu 11th, Bruce Ackerman 12th, Jason Conover 13th, Donald Etcher 14th, Adam Chapman 15th, Cody Hall 16th, Scott Bellum 17th, Jake Boyer 18th, Carson Obb 19th, Nate Defayette. I know I butchered that one. I apologize. You, sir, finished in the top 20. Josh Conover 21st, Cody Olson 22nd, Adam Tevis 23rd, Chad Inkle 24th, Mark Creighton 25th, Derek Pemberton 26th, Cody Smith 27th, Billy Stanley 28th, Coy Pennington 29th, Scott Marlin 30th, and Christian Snyder is going to round out the field in 31st.
All right, that is your unofficial results here at Talladega Super Speedway here on Alabama. Laura had a great race here tonight. There's only 6 cautions for 31 cars. That's a good number. Actually, I think it's a really well number for 31 cars. Gridding up here tonight. So, but again, congratulations to Justin. The next time we will be live here at Freaky Fast will be Sunday night. We'll be over at the Earl at Richmond as they take on that fun track there at 3/4 mile track there at Richmond, Virginia. But with that being said, don't forget to also check out Dirty Air Podcast every Tuesday night at 11 p.m. You can find them on YouTube. Just look up Dirty Air Podcast or find them on Facebook. Other than that, thank you again to Beat a Match for sponsoring Freaky Fast all season. We do much appreciate them coming aboard here with us here at Freaky Fast. But with that being said, I'll let everybody go until I see you Sunday night, and hopefully everybody tunes in. Brian and Zach and me say, God bless, love yous all, peace out.